Alright, what's going on, guys? Beatbox Blade here, and today I'm bringing you a video on what if Naruto had grown up like Gaara. And I'm not saying exactly like Gaara, because Gaara and Naruto are different, because Gaara has the sand that protects him and Naruto doesn't and all that. But pretty much, what if he grew up isolated and pretty much nobody wanted to be around him? And I'd say develop the same motives as Gaara, I suppose. But with that being said, let's get started. Now, number one is that Naruto would learn to keep resenting people. And I say that is because he already didn't like people. Because if you remember, during the moment when Naruto was looking at, or he was facing his evil self at the Waterfall of Truth, his evil side came out and said, we always hated them. And that was an inner reflection of Naruto's, younger self, his childhood of hating the people. Thus, Naruto did hate the people because himself said so. But that feeling would keep going on because nobody ever came along. Number two is that Naruto wouldn't become Genin, is because the only reason he became Genin is because Mizuki is like, hey, steal this scroll, learn a jutsu, you become Genin. Then he stole the scroll, learned a jutsu, and a bunch of crap with Mizuki came and happened about him trying to kill Iruka. And Iruka was like, hey, you're Genin now. But that wouldn't happen is because Iruka would stay out of Naruto's way, and so would Mizuki's, because he grew up like Gaara. Nobody would want to go near him. And that being said, next point is that Naruto wouldn't learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu, is because he didn't steal the scroll. Next is that Naruto would develop a killing habit, and this is what I meant by he would grow up just like Gaara. He would develop this killing habit because he would need, as Gaara once put it, to exist with no purpose is the same as being dead. Thus, Naruto would come to the same purpose that Gaara did, as I hate these people. They deserve to die because I'm sad and depressed and I'm emo. And Naruto would be able to accomplish this goal because he had the Nine Tails, the Kyuubi. Oh, I had an ad pop up on my computer. Anyways, next point is that the first person Naruto would kill would be Sasuke. It's because with Naruto being Ashura and Sasuke being Indra, they're drawn to each other. They pretty much have to fight. It's like almost literally in their blood. And it's really just their chakra, but it's like literally in their blood. Alrighty. Next is that during the fight, Naruto would fully unleash the Kyuubi, or the Nine Tails. And I say that it's because Naruto and Sasuke, they are born to almost be evenly matched, I suppose. And they would just keep going at it, butting heads, until both of their chakra was almost completely depleted. And the thing that's holding the Nine Tails back is Naruto's chakra. It's like Sasuke when he absorbed Orochimaru. Thus, another reason is that Naruto wasn't taught differently to reject the Nine Tails, because the Nine Tails would appear to him and be like, boy, unlock this cage and I can give you some of my power to defeat this noob you're fighting. But it was always a trick, and Naruto never fell for it. And with Naruto not having anyone around him, with everyone neglecting him, nobody would tell him otherwise that you shouldn't do this. Thus, he would, and the Nine Tails would be unleashed. Oh, here comes the spiral. Next is that with the Nine Tails being unleashed, it would destroy the leaf and everyone in it. I have two reasons for this. One is that the Nine Tails was sealed inside of Naruto, which obviously he didn't want to happen, and he'd say, oh, these people that are in this village sealed me, thus I don't like them. I want to kill them. It's because you know how stubborn the Nine Tails is. And second is that the only way the Nine Tails was stopped is because the fourth Hokage used the Reaper Death Seal. and was able to seal it inside of himself and Naruto. But there was one other person who knew the Reaper Death Seal, which was the third Hokage. But the third Hokage, one, wouldn't be strong enough, two, wouldn't have the help of Kushina. Minato was only able to do it is because Kushina was the former Jinchuriki, and she was able to pull these chains out of her body that was able to constrict the Nine Tails long enough for Minato to use his Reaper Death Seal. But with Kushina not being there and nobody being able to hold the Nine Tails, the third Hokage would try, sure, but he wouldn't be successful because the thing would kill him before he even tried, or while he was in the process. So yeah. And next is that the Akatsuki would start their mission to capture all the tailed beasts because they heard that the Kyuubi was out. They knew it would have been a lot harder to capture the Kyuubi if it had a Jinchuriki. And now, since it doesn't, they would go out, take all the tailed beasts, so on and so forth. And next point is that with everyone in the Leaf Village being gone, pretty much everyone who can stand up for the five great nations, I say this specifically, Pain, Hidan, and Itachi, because they're the strongest in the Akatsuki, besides Obito. Well, I don't know, I think Pain might be stronger than Obito. And Hidan's immortal, so... Anyway, they would take all the tailed beasts, all the Akatsuki would, but these three specifically would take all the tailed beasts, and make Obito the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Next, last point is that the Infinite Tsukuyomi is cast. My camera is shaking. The Infinite Tsukuyomi is cast, and everyone is done. Everyone, you're done. I'm done. Remember to like, comment, subscribe!